Hello, everyone. Maria Kliavkoff from Healthy Mourning. I just wanted to pop on for a minute to talk a little bit today about regret review. Everyone who has lost a loved one goes through a time when we start to go through their life and we think about all of the things we wish we had said, or the things that we had said that maybe we wish we hadn't said. We might even be thinking about how they died, and is there a way that we could have changed the outcome? Could we have done something different? We may go through blaming ourselves for what we did or didn't do during their end of life time. And we might even find that we're angry at them for dying. And then we regret being angry with them. There are so many emotions that come up that we find we're feeling regret around. And so when I speak about the regret review, part of what I want to do is I want to normalize for you that it's not uncommon for people who are grieving the loss of someone close that we would go through a regret review. The purpose of the regret review is to allow you to slowly and gently take an honest look at what your thinking is. Because sometimes we start feeling regret and we're thinking we coulda, woulda, shoulda. And when we slow it down and we think about what we actually did, we start to realize, you know what? I was doing the best that I could do. And what I really need to do is I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive myself for not making him go to the doctor. I need to forgive myself for not being there, for my plane not getting there sooner. I need to forgive myself for thinking that I could have or should have seen things differently, done things differently, said things differently. But here's the thing. Nobody external to you can forgive you for that or tell you that, you couldn't have done any differently. Only you can judge that and make that assessment for yourself, and only you can bring forgiveness, right? Holding your feet to some imaginary fire that the regret brings and that the guilt brings, that is part of the journey if we feel tempted to do that. But the reality of the healing is that we need to really look at what that regret is pointing us to. What is it that we're feeling regret about? What is it that we're feeling guilty about? And allow ourselves to move through those feelings. The feelings are not a wall where you're going to stay stuck unless you choose to avoid the feeling. Grief is a whole constellation of many different emotions, many different physical symptoms and mental symptoms coming at you all at the same time. Sometimes it feels like, and it can be really overwhelming. What we want to do is we want to slow it down. And the good news is grief symptoms are all designed to slow you down. That's the purpose of it. Because if you slow down to the pace of your grief, you're going to be able to go through the regret review and anything else that comes up. And you'll be able to process through and sort through what is coming up so that you can discover what's real. And what we find in the grief journey is what is real is the love that remains. And what we're looking for in our grief is the ways to connect with our loved one through love. If you're curious about how to do this, if you want to learn more, then I encourage you to come and find me at healthymourning.com. That's Healthy Mourning, MOURNING.com. We have a whole bunch of different supports and programs that you can tap into. If you need immediate support, just click on the immediate support page, and there you'll discover a whole bunch of ways that you can connect with me, that you can ask questions. By all means, if you have questions that you want answered, please put them in the comment section here, and do make sure to like and to share this video, and make sure that you subscribe and click on the bell, because remember, clicking on the bell simply means that you will be notified every time I do a new video. If you ask me a question, then I'm going to answer that question What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up my podcast, Healthy Morning Radio, into answered questions. And I'm just going to use the podcast to answer all of the questions that come in. I look forward to chatting with you in the future. Until next time, much love to you. Namaste.